Rejection, rejection, rejection. Nobody wants rejection. Nobody wants failures. We are born to avoid rejection. We are wired to avoid bad things. We see bad things, we see rejection, we see failures as something that we need to avoid all the times. We often so afraid of rejection, and we often take rejection so personally. We think to ourselves that man, something wrong with us. When your boss says no to you, when that attractive girl says no to you, when your parents reject your request, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like you are worthy. It feels like you need to do something in order to receive their approval. At a subconscious level, we want others people approval, despite how much you tell yourself that, hey, I don't care about what other people think of me. But you do care. Who doesn't like when other people like you, right? We can learn. We can learn to focus on those that matter to us. But if we have an option to choose, like, hey, if they like me or they don't like me, we would rather choose that they like us. It feels good when we receive the approval from others. But I want to challenge you and I to learn to take rejection differently, to look at rejection in a different point of view. We don't have to see rejection as something we hate. We no longer see no as something bad. We can learn to receive rejection or no graciously and gratefully. And I know it's not easy by any means. I know it takes some time to practice this mindset. But even when you say that I will learn to receive rejection graciously, even the word itself, graciously, you feel good in the inside. Isn't that you feel good in the inside? Isn't that you feel a peace within your heart? Because when you learn to receive, to accept rejection graciously, a new channel will open up to you. A new door will open up to you. A new window will open up to you. A new path will open up to you. But you must believe it. You must trust it. It's like you received a rejection letter from an interview. Our normal tendency is to feel bad about ourselves, to feel like, man, there's something wrong with us. We are not enough. I don't feel worthy. That's our normal tendency. And it doesn't do anything good besides make you feel worse about yourself, besides lower your self-esteem, lower your self-confidence. But once you change your mindset to accept it graciously, it feels so good in the inside. It feels as if that, hey, this doesn't mean to work out. And I must believe that a new and a better job is on the way. It's like a way that you trust the universe, you trust God to have a new job for you, to have something better for you on the way. And you actually be grateful for the rejection, for the no, because you know that when they say no, something better will come later. Isn't that feel good to know that in the back of our head? Isn't that feel good to know that, hey, better things are on the way? And we no longer take rejection personally anymore. I think this is so powerful concept for your peace. Don't you think so? When that girl doesn't make a day with you, our normal tendency is, man, what's wrong with me? Why doesn't she choose me? Man, I know I'm handsome. I know I'm attractive. I'm a great guy. Why doesn't she choose me? And we look everything inside ourselves. We ask ourselves so many disempowered questions. But all you have to do is accept it graciously and believe that a prettier and better girl is on the way. And I know in the moment of rejection, it's not easy to see that. That's why you need to have an awareness. That's why you have to be mindful of your thought and practice to accept no and rejection graciously. Because when you accept it graciously, you no longer take it personally anymore. It's not your fault. She does you a favor because it's not meant for you. There's something better is on the way. You must believe it and say thank you for saying no to you. Say thank you for rejecting you. That's the view, that's the mindset that you and I need to embrace. When you ask for a raise, your boss say no to you, it doesn't feel good. You have been working very hard. You have been putting more work than anybody else. You expected a raise before you even asked him, but he said no anyway. I know it doesn't feel good at all, but accept it graciously. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that you settle for the status quo. That doesn't mean that you will settle for what you have. What I really mean is, even when they say rejection to you, even when you receive a no, you accept it. You have peace with it. You don't get upset. You don't get disappointed. But you know in the back of your mind that something better is on the way. You don't get upset about it. You don't get frustrated about it. You accept it graciously and then you take action towards the things that you want. If that spot doesn't give you a raise, maybe it's time for you to look for a new job. Maybe it's time for you to work even harder, and I know it's not easy. But whatever the outcome that happens, you accept it graciously and take more actions towards whatever that you want. That's the whole point. Instead of letting the negative feelings control your mind, once you accept it graciously, you will have that peace. You have the calmness within yourself, and that's what we need. On your journey to success, you'll encounter endless failures and rejection. It's so important that you learn to receive no and rejection graciously. Every time you receive a rejection, tell yourself that, hey, this means that something is better is on the way. It means that the universe doesn't want this for me. You deserve better. And even though your physical eyes won't see it, but trust it and have faith. That's the key, to trust and have faith. That's the most powerful concept that I want to emphasize behind this. To have faith that everything will work out as the way it is, as the way it's intended to work out. Not the way you want it to work out. That's the key. Learn to let go of the control and start trusting the process. Stop trying to control every outcome. Stop trying to expect everything work out the way you want it to work out. As a human being, we can't really see that far in advance. And the only way it will make sense is when we look back. So until that time, learn to receive no and rejection graciously. And trust the universe. Trust God. Have faith that everything will work out for your good. I hope you enjoy this episode and got some value out of this. And if you did, I would very gratefully appreciate your reviews. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Accept everything and expect nothing. And until next time, thank you, my beautiful friend.